WIOD.
Okay, now everybody who'd like just a bunch of empty boxes in the cafeteria, line up in front of the window, okay? 10:19 at WIOD as we continue.
Well, I feel, since I'm, like, awake, I don't feel like I'm right. I should be,
Okay, we continue reaching into the grab bag for some oldies, for some classics.
You could win your weight in dairy products. Just tell WFUN how much Phoebe weighs. Listen. Yes, send your guess to Phoebe, WFUN Miami 33143, no later than Monday, August 23rd, 1971. Closest to the correct answer wins the dairy products, courtesy South Florida Dairy Farmers Association. He's an agent provocateur.
Okay, 20 past 10 at WIOD. It's going to be an exciting Tuesday. I can already feel it. Like in my big toe on the right foot. It's either that or a little touch of gout. Here's a mobile on the star line.
Hello,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Rogers.
Yes, sir.
I am a foreign student, and I am learning the language. A teacher recommend we listen American program for words, you know.
For what?
Yeah, and I going in tonight with a sentence I learned. Put it together. I'm going to tell a teacher, a douchebag. You're unbelievable. You really froze my ass.
Outstanding.
I'm going to graduate as a provocateur, and I won't be back till Chabuy.
He's an agent provocateur.
Outstanding, sir. Welcome to America. The green card is in the mail.
Okay, thank you.
Buenos dias.
Okay, bye.
Okay, hasta luego. 21 past 10 at WIOD. We have an open line in Dade, 2 in Broward, and the star line. We're off to a mediocre start, but certainly better than yesterday. What the hell is it that goes on Monday? Is somebody going to explain that to me ever? Man, good thing I don't take it personally. All the crap that we had to talk about yesterday, and it was hopeless. Every Monday is like a washout. It's like a waste of time. It's like a death knell, a death wish. It's like, and by the way, the market is down 3 points. That upsurge only lasted about 40 minutes this morning, and all of a sudden we're back on a slide into oblivion. I think we could do a couple of 100 points today if we really put our minds to it. Here's a mobile in Tamarac.
Hey, good morning, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Listen, did you happen to tape that hockey game the other night?
No, I did not.
I bought the $100 seats.
Yeah.
I was right behind the goal. A friend of mine told me he saw it live, and I was like in almost every shot. Right, I have my unbelievable T-shirt.
Oh, I bet you somebody out there's got it.
Gee, well, I wonder if I should leave my name with George.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Guaranteed, sir. Okay. Somebody out there in our vast audience will have a tape of that and probably sell to you for $200-300.
Yeah, that's worth it, right?
Right.
Okay, well, as long as, you know.
Nothing like a little ego trip to soothe the savage beast.
Right.
Okay, hold on a second.
Thanks.
Okay, good luck to you. He's on 4. And if somebody out there's got a videotape of the hockey game from the arena last Friday, and don't forget, get those checks in the mail. I'm going to really be pushing the hell out of that. I don't know if the rest of the station is going to get behind it or not. Probably not. But if we had a NHL hockey a team here, if we had a team, man, it would be just so incredible. And that's what we need. We need more stuff that the community can rally around. I mean, the Dolphins are going to have a real good year. I mean, we beat Buffalo by the same score that they beat the Jets by last night, okay? So what does that tell you? Huh? How bad can we be? 2 open lines in Broward, 524-WIOD. You think somebody's going to call who's got a tape of that? You don't? George has no faith in this audience. Look at that. The bat line's ringing already. It's probably Mr. G. West Palm Beach.
I don't have a tape of it.
Okay.
Hey, listen, I think the Michigan State fight song is in order in honor of their valiant effort against the stinking.
Now, how come when I brought it up yesterday, you didn't call me?
I didn't hear. I didn't hear the show.
Well, what goes on Monday?
Constipation.
Oh, okay. You're probably right. After a wild weekend.
Absolutely.
Michigan State fight song after that grotesque act that Linda Blair's head is still spinning around from after that Hail Mary, disgusting, revolting, nauseating piece of crap.
I'm still nauseous about it.
I have Lou Holtz's head on a stick in the house, and I'm spinning it around like a dreidel, and he's still ugly and sickening and makes me nauseous.
Well, they slopped out. They really lucked out, and they didn't deserve to win.
Man, it happens week after week, year after year. It just never ends. It never stops.
It'll catch up with them. I don't know when, but hopefully.
I don't think so. I don't think so. The fix is in.
Well, anyway, it was a valiant effort, and I think the fight song's in order.
Okay, I'll see if we can dig it up.
Okay.
Good luck.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, the Spartans gave it their best shot, okay? But you can't do it. Well, we don't want to get back into that again because we spent almost the whole show on sports yesterday. We had only like a couple of lady callers the whole show, including my lady friend from Calder. Did we ever get it straightened out about those results that were in the Sun Sentinel yesterday from 2 years ago, Tisha B'Av, that were from the wrong racing day? Nobody cares. See, that's the thing about this town. You can say or do almost any goddamn thing you want. Nobody cares. They're just lethargic. They're just sitting back there rotting like old decadent vegetation in the wilderness, rotting in the desert heat. We have 2 open lines in Broward, 524-WIOD, and 1 in Palm Beach, 655-WIOD. Now, wait a minute. How about...
Hey, asswipe, where'd you get that Sansucci amplifier?
I got it at Stereos and stuff, jag-off, and it only cost me $9.99. $9.99? What a deal! For the amplifier and the tuner? I also got an anti-static record cloth and 2 HLH Crowd Claudio Quattro Quirk 3000 speakers that you're drooling all over, scumbag.
Only $9.99? I must be some sort of Neander for not having gone down to Stereos and stuff and got one already. I gotta borrow some money. Gotta get my head on my ass sometimes.
If you've got your head up your ass about stereos, come to Stereos and Such, located at the Bergen Shopping Mall.
Portions of this program have been transcribed. Other portions have been erased completely.
Okay. We're just digging into the old rack here because I'm trying to clean it out and make room. We have a whole pile of crap behind us here under the 610 WIOD News Talk Radio sign, which, of course, is very important, and people in management and engineering are very excited about it. Oh, here's one we haven't heard in a long time. In a long time.
It really is Irene Richards.
Okay, I knew that would fit in. 1026 at WIOD. Now, tell him I'll do that tomorrow or another day real soon, okay? I'm not going to, right in the middle of the show, tell Norm to practice some law, and we'll take care of that in a couple of days. By the way, speaking of a couple of days, Thursday morning, we're going to talk to Regis Philbin for about a half hour on the phone. How do you like that? I like Regis. He's good. I do not like that show he's on with Kathy Lee. I'm not going to tell him that because that would be embarrassing. I liked it a lot better. I mean, he wasn't making as much money. He wasn't on the network. The market's down 4 points and starting a little dip again. When he was on Lifetime with that nutrition and health show, that was a funny show. That was a blast. But he's doing great now. He's on National Coast to Coast, ABC, with that morning show with Kathy Lee Gifford, who's almost as articulate as her husband. Let's go to a mobile in Boca on the Palm Beach line. Hello.
Hello, Neil. How you doing, buddy?
Great.
Just calling to remind you of your bad prediction you made yesterday of our Cubs. You said we were going to lose, Viola was going to win.
Sir,
go ahead.
Let me remind you of one thing. That was when Randy Kramer had been named to be the starting pitcher. We had a last-minute change to Les Lancaster, who pitched a brilliant 5 innings, gave up just a couple of home runs.
Did.
And when Randy Kramer came into the game, how long did he last?
Well, if Don Zimmer was pitching, I'm for the Cubs.
But I'm always for the Cubs, but I try to be out. You're not answering my question. Randy Kramer lasted 1/3 of an inning, and the only out he got was a screaming line drive to Mark Grace. So if Kramer would have started, they'd have had 10 runs before I got home yesterday, okay?
I agree.
So the last-minute pitching change, Lancaster pitched well, Ossenmacher pitched brilliantly, and we beat their nasty, ugly ass.
Got that right. But never, Neil, never concede. Never concede. I don't care what.
Sir, when Randy Kramer starts,
I don't care. Randy
or when
Kramer's
Jeff
mother
Pico,
starts.
when Jeff Pico starts, I'm at least an honest Cub fan. I know when we're going to get our ass wiped. So let's send Randy Kramer back to the Pirates. Maybe they'll start him against us tonight if we send him back in time.
You're right. Listen,
instead of Drayback.
On another note, what do you think about all these Broward Sheriff's Department?
I feel that. What about them?
Well, have you been watching the news at all? They got one guy, one Broward cop they was going to give 15 years to. But he says, cut my sentence down and I'll tell you about all the other guys that are selling drugs.
Hey, leave those pigs alone, okay? They got a lot of tickets to write, don't you understand? Everywhere I go, I see these poor slobs pulled over at the side of the road. It's unbelievable. The BSO is trying to catch up with the Florida highway pigs now, man. They're in a feeding frenzy. Feeding frenzy.
They're going crazy, man. There it is. There it is. You got it.
Exactly.
Something else I wanted to touch on. Did you happen to see Goodfellas yet?
You know why we should never start Randy Kramer again, sir?
Tell me why.
Because he stinks.
Okay. Oh, it's just another card I found. It fit right in. Now, what was it?
You got me confused.
Goodfellas?
Yeah, Goodfellas.
Everybody says it is great. Run and see it.
Run and see it, but remember what I told you 2 days ago.
What's that?
It's gross.
You told me that 2 days ago was Sunday.
No, I told it 1 day ago.
What'd you do, call me at the house?
Yeah, how you doing?
You're the guy, yeah.
I'm the guy.
Good luck to you.
Hey, Neil, have a great life.
And the same to you.
And remember, you shake it more than twice, and you're playing with it.
1029 at WIOD. We have an open line in Broward, 524, and one in Palm Beach, 655-9463. Of course, he's talking about maracas. That's an old saying that Carmen Miranda used to say on the Pinky Lee show. Do you know that Suds Coleman was once Pinky Lee? See, he talks about all the minor subservient roles that he played in all these old TV shows. He was once the star. He was on the Pinky Lee show, and he was Pinky Lee, and he used to fake heart attacks on the air and get tremendous publicity, and little kids would all laugh and make fun and jump up and down on his body, and he used to enjoy it. So maybe he'll, if you're real nice to him this afternoon, he'll break down and tell you about that on the old Pinky Lee show, right? Okay, 10:30 at WIOD on a tremendous Tuesday, and we'll be right back.
Hi, this is Rick and Suds inviting you to join us this afternoon. Why?
Because we have a cartoon voice guy.
Exactly. Plus, exciting payphone challenge.
Number 9.
This is the one that Marvin thinks he may get arrested on. Oh, my gosh, yeah. So join us. Why?
Because we're on.
Today at 2 on 610 WIOD.
610 WIOD.
10:32. You know, it's a good thing that I decided today to play the rack, because there are like 4 calls on there, but one of them is that, okay? So that means we got 3 stinking calls. It's already after 10:30. So maybe it wasn't just Monday. Maybe we peaked on this station, and now that we changed our positioning statement, that expression makes me so nauseous, because first of all, it reminds me of Joey and Bill Marshall a lot, and it makes me want to barf. But that could be it. Maybe we're just finished, okay? Or maybe it's because the Dolphins lost the other day.
Hello. Do you like to dance? Have fun? Learn to make a friend? Get out of the house? Learn in a step? Go out? Why don't you come down to the Heifman and learn some salsa and the Hasseln and the bumping? Call me Sid Blechnaven today. What are you waiting for?
Eric Lambert would like that. Actually, what we're accomplishing is I'm cleaning out the thing and getting a lot of carts. We have a cart shortage in the building, and look at that. Mitch is going to be really proud of me. We're building up a little pile in the back. Okay, let's, what's this one?
Kickin' ass with 50,000 callers. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Lightning Round on the Neil Rogers Show.
Dave Graveline, I can't believe it. You know that Manny from Kendall, who's now a new board op here at WIOD, is a friend of Dave Graveline? So I'd watch him very, very carefully. Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, I'm a Reds fan and an Irish fan.
Okay, and he got a lot to say, too, okay? That's that same redneck called yesterday. He's a Reds fan and Irish fan. He's already halfway to the moon. It's not even 11 o'clock yet. Okay, we have 4 calls on the board. One of them is this. So I'm just going to continue going through the carts, okay, because it's a lot more fun to me than begging for calls.
My name is Figaro, and I'd like you to know, everywhere I go, I hear Neil Rogers Show. Young men are nice to me, they bare their chest to me. There's just one problem, they don't show the rest to me. I am very happy living in this country, and it's all because of the Neil Rogers Show. It's the Neil Rogers Show.
The ending on this is my favorite part. That's it. 10:35 at WIOD as we play the rack on a great Tuesday. I bet you Stan would love this. I'll be enjoying my lunch in the Bazaar's International Food Court.
There's a light on for a reason, Steve. Shut the door and go back out again. Jesus Christ. Schmuck.
Putz.
That's a good one. You want to pick it up?
No. What is he doing?
Just tell me what your problem is.
Okay, 10:36 is we got some good stuff in here. I'm telling you, it sure beats these calls. Like that, I'm a Red fan and an Irish man. Click, there he goes. Him and Grandma Boone, never to be seen again. Okay, let's. We'll take some sporadic calls. What's that on the bat line? What?
Wait.
Just wait for what?
For a break.
It's not for me, is it? Is that Norm Kent? Has that got anything to do with Norm Kent? Because I don't want to talk to Norm Kent, okay? Tell him to go practice law, do something useful. Is it Mr. G? Mr. B? Okay. Oh, boy. Like I said, it's a good thing we got 2 racks, because I think we may play them all. We may play Iraq over here and rack number 2 over there. It is really grim. Plantation. Hallandale.
Hallandale.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yeah.
Neil, my name is Bob Moskowitz. I own Mindy's clothing stores from Hallandale-to-Delray Beach.
Uh-huh. Is that like a little plug there, Bob? Is that what that was?
Well, Neil, not really. It's I've got American flags up on my Tamarac store. I was given a citation to take them down within 30 days or receive a $250 a day fine from the city of Tamarac.
Why is that?
Well, they're saying that the mayor of Bromwich last night was on the news in regards to my story and said that he felt that he's trying to clean up the city for the past 8 to 9 years, and that he was insinuating that American flags are dirtying up the city. My prime reason for putting up these flags was patriotic here, and boys and girls over there in the Middle East, there was a little something I felt I can do that the public can maybe get a little smile out of.
Yeah, well, we don't want any smiles in Tamarac. I'd go out and buy 2-3 pounds of Hummintosh today, and that'll solve the problem. We can save them till next Purim. Okay, Bob? Good luck to you. 10:38 at WIOD. Look at that board. See, and I went through that whole thing about Monday. It wasn't Monday at all. It's going to be the week. It's not just one day. It's the whole week. Isn't that right? Exactly. Star IOD.
Hey, Neil.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what you should do is just play back-to-back of the double rack.
You're right.
And one thing, to all the Jet fans, they really sucked a big one.
They sure did, man. They bit the bag last night.
They suck. I couldn't even watch that game.
Boring. Terminal.
And how about that, what's his name? Who's their old coach? Joe, what's his name?
Joe Walton.
Yeah.
Joe what?
Joe Walton for the Pittsburgh Steelers with Dolphins and his prevent offense. Maybe we ought to win.
He's been preventing them from scoring all season.
Yeah, he's got
the
that
Steelers.
famous prevent offense.
Yes, sir. Well, good luck to them. They'll need it Sunday.
Okay, Neil.
Okay.
Later.
All righty, 10:39. I think he's right. We're just going to play the racks. There's no point in even fiddling around with the phone because it's just a total waste of time today. The audience is into a new deal. They're into a whole new thing, into women especially. Women history. Well, all he talks about is sports. We don't care about sports. How about all the other stuff we bring up, like that great movie Running on Empty with River Phoenix and what's his name, Judd Hirsch? We could have done an hour on that. Right? And that NBC movie the other night that I mentioned yesterday that we didn't have one call about with Judd Hirsch, about She Said No, which I thought was pretty interesting, although farcical at the end because, as usual, the good guy always win in the legal justice system, which is a bunch of crap. Nothing. Zippity-doo-dah. The town that refused to care about anything. What the hell am I talking about? Okay, it's 10:40. I wonder what this is. This couldn't be like the one we played yesterday about letters.
Listener mail.
Oh. That's pretty weak, you know? No wonder we don't play that. And you'll never guess what else. What else? And if it was queued up, we'd hear it. This is the chipmunk from the Dickie. Anybody remember the Dickie Farkle show? And I think somebody ate the chipmunk because it's not making any sound. Jeff from Pizza Loft is on the phone.
Morning, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I'm cooking your lasagna now.
Great.
Be there within the hour.
Okay.
And for dessert, I've got you some Cuban cigars.
What a guy.
Okay.
Hasta luego.
See you in a little while.
10:40 at WIOD. We got we got 2 calls on the board because this one we're just holding in abeyance, okay? And it's a good thing that he's on there today, I'll tell you that, because we're going to need him a lot. That's obvious. Okay, let's do our last break, and when we come back, we're going to see a tremendous response from this audience, or we're just going to play them from A to Z.
Day in and day out, it's the same South Florida traffic every day. But you don't need to feel caught up, especially in traffic. Tune to South Florida's news station, 610 WIOD, from sunup to sundown. And we'll help you find the quickest, easiest way to your destination. Each day, we bring you traffic coverage from 3 planes high above South Florida's highways. And we bring it to you more times a day than any other South Florida radio station. More traffic reports, more often, right here on South Florida's news, traffic, and weather station. News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
610 WIOD.
10:43 at WIOD on a Tuesday when the world stood still. And
we're not talking about no disco. We're not talking about no home show. We're not talking about the weather. We're not talking about a feather. Neil Rogers on the radio. Yeah, yesterday Neil was talking on the radio and he said this. Okay, here's where you put the Neil bit.
Okay, 10:44 at WIOD, and let's take a call. This is good. We'll take like a call every 10 minutes because that's about what we're getting. Mobile in Broward.
Good morning, Neil. Enjoying the show. Had a couple of thoughts for you.
Well, that's great.
Okay, one, I'll tell you how we tie the whole thing together. We talk about sports injuries, and then the people from Winmore can call in and find out what they take to get rid of the pains. Whether they're on Feldine or anything else.
Uh-huh.
And I think that might make them interested to find out what the hockey players take when their teeth come out.
Okay. Or what kind of glass they put them in.
That's right. That's right. Another thing,
Yes, sir.
you're talking hockey. I didn't get to see the game, but one of the
Well, it was a great game and a great arena and a great experience, and we haven't had enough comment about it the last 2 days to stick in that glass of pollen. And I'll tell you, that's what kind of a deadhead town this is, sir. They got nothing to say about anything.
It is
And even when something good happens here, like that game the other night, we get a little something positive, that really gets them pissed off. They don't like that. Like you said, they like to have something to kvetch about.
I think
Like, where are the missing tiles in the Mahjong set? That's what they're concerned about.
We once went to a Stanley Cup game. It was on closed circuit in Chicago, and Blackhawks were playing.
Uh-huh.
And the regular announcer who should have done it was a guy named, not Vince Lloyd, but...
Lloyd Pettit.
Lloyd Pettit, great hockey announcer.
Right.
And Lloyd was sick, and we got Bob Elson.
Wow, doing a hockey game?
Doing a hockey game, and there was a...
By about midway in the third period, he should have just been rounding the first period out.
It was terrific. There was a penalty, a face-off in the blue zone, near the net, okay? And he described it. He said it's a slow roller towards the mound.
Yeah.
I mean, it was...
And it's a foul.
Yeah.
Well, he was the best.
He was around forever, but...
And a ball outside. He was doing the game like at about 2.25 RPMs, I'll tell you. He was incredible. Well, listen, have a great day, and don't worry about what they say, okay?
Just remember, it could be a white owl wallop.
Yes, sir.
All right.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Or a bloop and a blast, or I see they got the green weenie back out in Pittsburgh again, okay? That is optimism. Bob Prince introduced it in 1966, and if enough food comes up today, we may have a few people eating the old green weenie here at WIOD. We have 2 open lines in Dade and 1 in Broward, and of course the only call we have in Dade is that one. So you people just are not doing it today, okay? You didn't do it at all yesterday, although quite frankly we did a little bit better than that first half hour. Rick Riley, I thought, was going to slit his wrist all the way down to his navel. How did the thing go last night at Joe Robbie's Saloon? We need an update on that. We want to find out how many young ladies were fondled by Rick Riley, how many of them are going to press charges. Wow, what a week this is going to be, huh? I think we'll just eat ourselves into oblivion. To hell with it. I feel great. I look great. I sound great. That's the problem. They don't like that. That's always when we get the worst response. They like it when you kvetch. And then they kvetch about the fact that you're kvetching. That's what they love. They like to feed on it. They like to feed on this, okay? Anyway, we got some more carts. I think he stepped on this one.
You're a dork.
Okay, and...
Michelle, my belle.
Yeah, when I grow up, I want to be just like Glenn Hill.
1047 at WIOD. Here's a call in Boca on the Palm Beach line.
Hey, how you doing, Guy?
Okay, Guy.
Hey, about this Rick
Is this Guy Madison? Guy Madison from Wild Bill Hickok, ladies and gentlemen.
This Rick Ronnie character.
Who?
Is it true that his real father is Jimmy Pearsall?
He used to be on, remember Chester Riley? Life with Riley. Remember that show?
Why don't you guys buy a tranquilizer gun for Riley so he can take care of his problems?
He doesn't have he only has one problem. You know what it is?
Yeah.
Life. He'll be all right. Yeah. He's a great guy. He just needs to calm down a little bit.
Hey, I wanted to ask
He's an emotional wreck. He's a basket case. He works in radio.
What is your problem?
He once worked for Rick Shaw.
What's your problem with Wayne Gretzky and Gene Shepard? They ain't bad guys.
Yeah, but they don't dance too good. Especially together.
Yeah, but seriously, I used to listen to Shepard. I'm your age from New York, WOR.
Well, you know something? He had the right idea. He didn't have to depend on a bunch of crappy phone calls. He just sat there and talked to himself. And you know something? I might just start doing that.
I really can't...
All these stupid phone calls, man. I'm a Red fan, and the Notre Dame, the Irish stink the joint out, and that's it. Click. They can't even conduct a conversation in this town.
I really couldn't figure out why we listened to him. And this is going, what was it, late 50s or early 60s up in New York when he was on?
Oh, a little later than that, I think.
Was it? I don't know.
Because when I worked at KAT in 76 and 77, he had a syndicated show that we used to carry on the weekend.
Yeah. Well, we were a bunch of high school guys, and I don't know if it was a clique thing or what,
Cult.
what you had to call it. But,
Cult. He was like a skinny Dave Dixon.
Yeah, he was like a dichotomy. He was what Kerouac was not, I guess. And I don't know if that's what made him attractive.
Yeah, interesting, I think is the word you're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay.
But how about the deal with Gretzky? You sort of knocked him the other day, and, he's not a Steve Garvey. I think Gretzky's a pretty real decent guy.
What did I knock? All I said was that how come he ran out and didn't play in the third period because the ice was so unsafe, and all these other people like Bernie Nichols and these high-paid players, they played right to the bitter end. I don't get it.
No, I think it was a show before that. You said something that you didn't like Gretzky.
No, that was Fat Rich that hates Gretzky, not me.
Hey, how about that Andy Pafko, eh?
Yeah, he's doing it. In fact, he's playing for the Mets tonight.
Yeah, and Ed Roebuck.
Right field. Okay, say goodbye, sir, while you're still ahead. See ya.
I'll see you, bye.
10:50 at WIOD as we're starting to get really tense now. We got 6 because we can't count. What was that? Did you hear that other Chazarai in the background? That was kind of exciting. Did you say that Flores is also coming today? Boy, are we feeding this staff today, so don't be making all kinds of snide comments about me until at least 2:10 when I leave the building, okay? And the Dow Jones is up 74 cents. Boy, it's kind of a shaky day. As they say in the old pizza parlor, it's a shaky day. How come Shakey's all went out of business? Do you remember Shakey's Pizza? They were pretty good, weren't they? I thought it was pretty good stuff. And people used to go in there and just drink the beer by the gallon. They used to have pitchers of beer. And Henry used to hang out there at Shakey's, which explains his present condition. Yeah, mobile on 3. Hello.
Hold on. Can I get a receipt, please? You got me going right through it, Neil.
He's probably in the exact change lane, no doubt. The one that says no receipts.
No, and here there's 2 pigs sitting right after the toll booth.
Are you serious?
Right on the floor.
Boy, they're going nuts. What the hell is going on?
Turnpike extension.
They are just everywhere.
Yeah. Anyway, Neil, I was up in New York this past weekend.
Uh-huh.
And I brought a tape of your show up there because I got a lot of...
Did I get a job?
Neil Rogers fans.
Uh-huh.
And, anyway, I was playing it for some of my friends up there, and, they thought it was funny, but they're kind of clueless on it, and I realized what makes your show different and better than other radio shows.
And what is that,
and why
sir?
you have such a cult,
yes, sir.
mass following.
Well, tell us already. I'm getting really...
You do a lot of, inside joke stuff, and you got to listen every day.
Oh, yeah. You can't listen to the show once and have any idea what it's all about.
Like the people that hadn't heard your show that I played the tape for, they were clueless. I mean,
Yeah.
they laughed at the carts. As a matter of fact, the Marion Barry entrapments, they love that one. But, as far as the material and stuff, they're like, who's this Fat Rich? And, what's
Of
Alex
course,
Bennett,
you can't listen only one day.
Right,
You have to hang out on the subway for a few days with a transistor radio, with a Walkman.
But now, other shows
Walkman.
like Howard the, idiot up there, and
Howard's a funny
else.
guy. Don't knock Howard. He's a funny guy. Just don't. His face should be banned from TV, that's all.
But, their humor's pretty shallow. You can listen to them one day and catch on what's going on.
Well, once you hear Dickhead, that's about it.
150 times an hour.
Right.
But anyway, I just wanted to point that out. I just kind of realized that, and I've been listening to you for a while, and now I know what makes you different. You got a great show, Neil.
Well, that among other things. Have a great day.
You too.
Okay. 10:53, there's our New York report. Isn't it interesting? The New York area has 2 football teams. They both play in New Jersey. They have 3 hockey teams. One plays on Long Island. One plays in New Jersey. Isn't that amazing? What the hell? I mean, when your own teams don't even want to play in the city, doesn't that give you a little hint? And how's Roosevelt Raceway doing? Oh, there's a big parking lot there? Well, how's Westbury? I don't know. It just ain't what it used to be. If you watch the news on WABC every night on Channel 7 in New York like some of us do, you would just plots. I mean, almost every night Bill Budell comes on and he starts out with this like the sky is falling routine about the crime. I mean, they are just up in arms. They're just shooting people for the fun of it now. So you think we got it bad? You're right. Here's a mobile on the Star Line.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
I need you to help me out.
You sound like it.
Yeah, I'm breaking my ass down here in Hialeah trying to make money to keep my kid in college in Tampa.
You broke your ass and you can't get up.
No, he's on your Miami line giggling all day. I'm paying for him to go to school. Would you tell him to get smart?
Wait a minute. I think he wants to say something to you.
Hey? That's him.
Okay, well, he says the same to you.
Neil, $7,000 a semester for him to giggle on your show.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. He sure does a good job of it.
I'll tell you what, yeah. We need to get him a job.
Tell him they got an opening in Lakeland. ABC Liquors. He'll feel right at home there.
Yeah, you got it. Thanks,
Okay,
Neil.
good luck to you. What happened to that? 10:54 WIOD. What was Lynn Freitas doing in there acting all psychotic? What did she want? Huh? She wanted a spot? I got a spot for her, okay? A leopard just dropped it in the backyard. A big spot. Here's Spot. Boy, that sales crew back there, are they selling the show? Are they doing a job for us or what? I wouldn't wish this on anybody. I wouldn't wish this on Al Lombardo after he won the 10 grand at Pompano. I wouldn't wish this on Ed Kaplan after he had his teeth fixed. Coral Springs is gone. Coral Springs is gone.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
I'm sorry.
Boy, for a second I thought we missed you.
No. I am a woman. I am a sports fan, and I did see she said no.
How about that?
And, you have to be a good sport to be a Mets fan these days.
Mm-hmm.
You told me they were going to win.
Listen, I don't want to rub it in on you, okay? Because... double play ball. I don't want to rub it in.
You said they were going to win yesterday.
Well, we did. We changed the starting pitcher, and if you saw, did you see the game?
Yes.
And did you see Randy Kramer, who was supposed to start? Did you see the shots they were hitting off of him?
Well, I blame...
He lasted for about 30 seconds.
I blame several of these losses on Harrelson, the way he uses his pitchers. 2 weeks ago, he took Cone out when he was pitching terrific.
Yeah.
Franco came in and blew the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday,
they should send Franco. Franco ought to go back to Spain.
He left Viola in yesterday.
Yeah.
Hit after hit after hit.
Yeah, they only got 4 hits in a row, including the tremendous home run by Ryan Sandberg.
Well, I have said all year, if they're good enough, they'll be there at the end.
Well, they're not.
They're not good.
They're not.
No.
They don't deserve it, you know it?
Also, that she said no. I didn't really care for Judd Hirsch before I saw that.
Oh, I like Judd
And
Hirsch.
now I hate him.
Really?
Oh, well, I mean,
because of the role he played, but he's a good actor, though.
Yeah, he is a good actor, but he was really hateful in that.
Well, there's just another example of how people use the legal system to persecute and harass the victims, and it just, the ending was satisfying if you wanted a happy ending, like we get justice in the end, but that, unfortunately, in this country usually doesn't happen. So
Wasn't
it was
realistic.
No.
I was trying to watch 2 things. I was trying to watch Leona Helmsley.
Oh, I didn't, I can't handle that.
Suzanne Plachette, I thought, did an outstanding job.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's really a very attractive, very pretty, pretty woman.
Mm-hmm.
And she really
You must have used a lot of makeup.
She really looked like Leona in that.
Like I said.
And to try to watch both, I tried.
They must have given her a Davey Johnson makeover.
Well, anyhow, I'm sorry about the Mets, but I guess we'll wait till next week.
Well, listen, we're playing the Pirates 3 in a row now. The Cubs are the next 3 nights, so we'll do the best we can for you. We're just out to win every one. Then, of course, we're in New York over the weekend. So.
Yeah, but the Mets are playing the Expos.
I know. And you know who's pitching tonight?
Who?
That same kid, the Nab Holtz or whatever his name is, that pitched the one-hit shutout the other day?
That rookie pitcher?
Yeah, the kid that they couldn't hit that left-hander again, man. They're just waiting for him.
Well, anybody that's smart is going to put left-handers up against the Mets now because they can't hit left-handers.
And they get a mental block like that De Jesus that pitches for the Phillies, that kid that can't beat anybody else, and they get it in their head. They got like a mental block.
Well, I don't understand this, the left-handed pitching.
Out of the inning! From Salazar to Sandberg to Gray.
Oh.
If that's the case next year, every team has to do is throw up left-handers.
Exactly.
Well, it's too bad.
Well, at least they won't have Darryl around to kick around next year, right?
I think they will.
He's going to the Yankees.
I think they'll sign
My
Darryl
prediction is Darryl will sign with the Yankees.
I mean, he's an obnoxious person and all that, but you got to admit, he is holding the Mets
Well,
together.
he's the only one. McReynolds did have a couple of home runs, and Hojo had one yesterday, too. But through the last 2 weeks, Strawberry is the only one that's kept him in a lot of games.
Well, Magadan's a good hitter, but he's just a pure hitter. He's not a home run hitter, and he can't
kind of
run.
A statue. Yeah.
He can't run. But,
well, better luck next year, okay? We
Thanks.
can't win them all.
Thanks.
Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Well, she sounded a little bit depressed, and we sure don't want to rub it in.
And the Cubs get out of the top of the 8th and still lead 4-3. Holy cow!
Anyway, let's take a call in to North Miami.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Great. Wayne Arnold just walked in the door. Murray's right behind
down the
him.
street from Wayne Arnold.
Well, sir, you ought to be eating there right now. You ought to be filling your face.
I'm in the middle of a diet.
Okay.
I mean, I got.
Well, so am I.
Well, I know you're on a diet.
But I just do this very judiciously, okay? I just have a little pound of this and a pound of that, and I'm doing okay.
That doesn't hurt. That's all right.
Right.
I mean, nothing wrong with, a little nick and knack there,
Right.
So what's going on over there today?
We're playing the rack, sir. We're having a great time.
Oh, okay. Can you play me a special one?
No, we're playing all the ones that we want to play. Anyway, that's the end of this hour. We got some open lines, 1 in Dayton, 2 in Broward, just as we came to the end of the hour. We don't quite care, right? Because we have...
How long is it?
We have a genius who's paid $50,000 an hour to laugh over there in Tampa. Anyway, Henry Barrow is standing by. Henry, of course, is wanting to get this newscast over very quickly so we can make sure that he comes in and gets just a little burger, a little white hot, a little bit of something here to kind of wash it all down with. Anyway, we'll come back at 11:05. If I had a sheet, I would tell you all about the exciting stuff that's coming up on Rick and Crud at 2, but I don't have one of those yet. We're probably still working on it. We got Sports Talk at 6:05, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if we have another Yankee game at 7:30 tonight.
News Talk Radio 610 WIOD presents The Neil Rogers Show. To get in touch and talk, dial 751 WIOD in Dade, 524 WIOD in Broward, 655 WIOD in the Palm Beaches. And if you use a Bell South Mobility car phone, it's a free call at Star IOD. The opinions expressed by the host, guest, or callers are not necessarily those of this station. Now, here's Neil Rogers.
What's Gary Hart doing tonight?
Inquiring minds want to know.
That's why inquiring minds read the Miami Herald. Is Maurice Ferré really having sex with an alien from outer space?
It's in the Herald.
Is Paula Hawkins the true mother of the Elephant Man?
It's in the Herald.
Is John Kennedy sleeping with Max Headroom?
It's in the Herald.
Is Jim Baker about to give birth to Jerry Falwell's baby?
It's in the Herald.
Sex, 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 more hot sex.
Oh, it's in the Herald.
Plus Gary Hart's amazing rice diet from Florida. A crossword puzzle that has no answers. Our own Pulitzer Prizes just for us.
Add Pope's love letters to Neil Rogers.
And we're so sorry, Uncle Albert, but we haven't heard a bloody thing all day. Mindless, babbling rhetoric.
It's all in the latest issue of
The Miami Herald. Available at supermarket checkout counters everywhere. And where finer manure is spread.
11:06 at WIOD. It's a good thing we got 2,000 carts. Look at that board. Is that something, George? And I thought it was a Monday thing yesterday. It had nothing to do with Monday. Hello.
Hello. Lori, how long is your husband going to be at that show at baseball card?
Anyway, that was our one call for this hour. What was that? Was that Jeff Stryker in drag? That was the call. That's the one we had left on the board from the slop over from last hour. But quite frankly, we don't care because Wayne Arnold has just been here with lots and lots of good stuff. And Cheryl's got her fingers in some more right now. Are you like supervising the boxes now also? Is that part of your new duties? Boy, things talk about slow back here. They must really be slow up there in the executive orifices, I'll tell you that. Lynn, go sell the show. Will you please do something instructive? Get out of here. All these salespeople hanging around. Ooh, look at that. Boy, there's a special. Elena Torr came in here from the newsroom after her incredible performance yesterday. She said, I'm just looking for something small. And several of us looked up and said, well, honey, you came to the right place. I don't know what that meant. Anyway, Flores will be along, and Jeff from Pizza Loft. And like I said, we're making up for that disgraceful display Friday when we played a little Rosh Hashanah joke on the staff here. Unfortunate that the people who deserved that shot the most weren't here that day. Oh, excuse me, Cheryl. Mobile on the Star Line.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling?
Great.
What's the deal with the calls today?
What?
There isn't any.
The deal with what?
The calls are kind of poor today.
Well, you're one of the 4 that we have on there right now.
Well, I'm going to try
It's
to
Tuesday. See, Monday is now slopping over into Tuesday, and then in about 6 months it'll slop over into Wednesday.
It's a rollover.
So I'll just come in on Thursday and Friday and take a few calls, and the rest of the week we'll have a monkey sit here and play the rat.
The GTR monkey.
Yeah.
Hey, Neil,
he's out of work.
I want to ask you real quick, as far as the hockey game, what happened? Why'd they only have 2 periods? Because I was out of town.
Sir, they did not have only 2 periods, okay? There may be some of our female listeners in the audience who can answer that question, but they had shortened the 3rd period to 15 minutes because the ice was a little sloppy and a little wet and melting, and they just didn't want to get hoit.
Okay, well, it's just exhibition anyway.
Yeah, it was just a little exhibitionism, but it was great. The Kings won 6-4, but it was lots of action. It was great.
Gretzky scored?
And Gretzky had 3 assists, didn't score any goals. He had 3 assists. Luke Robitaille, I think, had a couple of goals, but it was a great game. It was fun.
I was dying.
Place was jam-packed, just packed to the rafters.
I'm going to Detroit about, I guess, like about another month and a half. We're going to go check out the Red Wings play. My brother, he works out with Eiserman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's
Flores is just here. Thank you so much. You have no idea what that means to us. And my sodas, thank you. You're just the greatest.
Yeah,
Flores just came by with pizzas and stuff, and we're really doing it today, sir.
You know, I tell you, I would be there in a minute if I could.
I'll bet.
Yeah, I just thought I'd call and try to turn something around here.
Don't hold your breath. It's not going to happen today. I've been doing this a long time, and I can tell when they don't want to play the game, they got nothing to say, and guess what? I got nothing to say either.
Hey.
We got like a Mexican standoff. You know the only difference?
What's that?
We're eating a lot of good stuff here.
Yeah, well, you know, I tell you, that's my next stop, as a matter of fact, is Flores.
There you go.
I tried the brick oven the other day.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad either.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, to find a piece of pizza that's any good in this town is far from, it's hard to find a good piece of pizza.
Have a great day.
Listen, take care of yourself.
10 minutes after 11 at WIOD. We have one open line in Dade. We got the Palm Beach line and also the Star IOD line on a day when the town stood still, which is not unusual in this one. We could say that almost any day. By the way, I don't want to overdo it, but now that we got all the food in here, I don't want to have it sit here because Jeff from Pizza Loft will be here in a little while, before noon, no doubt. And I don't want all this good stuff to sit here and like get moldy and rancid, like all the crap in the refrigerator downstairs. We don't need to grow any penicillin in here, okay? So if there are people in the building who are just, and you don't have to come in and talk. Everybody's been doing just fine today. We're teaching them slowly but surely. They're learning. It's a difficult process. Just come in, pick it up with your own little hands, and get the hell out, okay? And keep your mouth shut. Here's a mobile in Broward. Hello.
Tell that guy to try DeSalvo's. They make a mean pizza.
Yes, sir?
Listen, I called on Friday. I was sounding pretty depressed, I think, calling about the Reds.
Mm-hmm.
I must say I feel a lot better.
You're in like Flynn, sir. It's all over.
Pardon me?
It's all over.
For who?
For the Dodgers. You're in.
Oh, well, I feel 100% better. Listen, did you get home in time to see the game yesterday, the afternoon game?
What game?
The Cub game in the Mets.
Yeah, what have I been just talking about?
Yeah, I just got in the car. I'm sorry.
Oh, my God.
Hear ya.
Did I get home in time to see the Cubs and the Mets? This man is just under such pressure. His whole life is falling.
Run at second. Go ahead, run at first. 2 out. We've had 2 strikeouts and an infield out, but still there's only 2 out. There's a high. Pop fly. DeCenzo. Cubs win! Cubs win! Cubs win!
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, that was Strawberry's last bid for the MVP.
Yes, sir.
I think he'll
Little
come
pop fly to Dougie DeCenzo in left field, sir. They left 8 men on base in the last 3 innings.
Fine.
Unbelievable.
Anyway, I
Yes.
just wanted to call and say I felt better. And for all the Reds fans out there, I think we're in. I think we're in.
Okay.
Bye.
Good luck to you. And just wait. If you get lucky enough to play Oakland, we'll send you flowers. 12 minutes past 11 at WIOD. One open line in Dade, one in Broward, one in Palm Beach. We had actually a lady caller already in the first hour. One. Nobody saw Running on Empty except Chuck Meyer, who agreed with me. It was an excellent movie. That was about it. Goodfellows, Godfellows, whatever the hell that movie is, which I have no interest in yet, and I'll see it when it comes on the satellite. You're not going to believe this. They're putting in the cable on Saturday. Even in spite of the fact I told them to blow it out their nose, they're coming and putting in the basic cable on Saturday out in Plantation Acres. Boy, God bless Continental Cable, man. They don't come any worse than them. Let's go to a Miami. Hello.
Hi there.
Hi, another lady, a human being, a voice.
How are you doing today?
Great.
That's good. No, I listened to the Cub game yesterday because I couldn't watch it on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if anyone ever complains about Harry Carey again, that is the most boring game unless Harry's calling.
Oh, you had to listen to Bob Murphy.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
And I've always heard you talk about your lying drive, but I've never heard him say it. And I about died. I was cracking up the whole
Lion
game.
Drive. Oh, he's just he's like a statue. He's been up there dead stuff for 20 years.
Oh, gosh. And on the radio, I mean, oh, gosh.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Terminal.
But anyway, I'm glad the Cubs won.
Me too.
Yeah, well.
In fact, I got so excited, I thought that it was like the 7th game of the World Series. Not that I hate the Mets or anything, but boy,
I know, but
it
was
sure
really
feels
exciting.
good to beat them, yeah.
And then the one with the bases loaded there in the 8th or in the 9th?
They had the bases loaded in the 7th, again in the 8th, twice, and then they had 2 men on in the 9th.
It was great.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. Well, you have a nice day.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It was fun.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Let's see, the Dow Jones, as soon as Brian moves his big ass out in front of my face, is up almost 5 points now. We're making a little comeback today. Nothing exciting. Cheryl said she's up about 20,000 today, so things aren't all bad. No, I'm not going to eat that, although maybe a little touch of this and a touch of that, or just touch this. We have and Wendy Bennett's here from the coast, whose record is just running out. One open line in Dade, 751, and one in Palm Beach, 655. WIOD, your news, traffic, weather, sports, Hockenachinic station, and we'll be right back.
610 WIOD.
Tired of the same old restaurants? Try the Cafeteria Santeria of Hialeah.
How much is that doggy on the menu? The one with the barbecue tail. How much is that doggy on the menu? I'm sure glad the chef's out of jail.
That's right. No matter what the weather's like outside, it's always raining cats and dogs at the Cafeteria Santeria of Hialeah. We'll make your stomach stop growling and make your neighbor's pit bull stop doing the same thing. Talk about delicious. Mmm. Your meal is always fresh. We kill it right on the premises. For a heavenly meal at a sacrifice price, it's the Cafeteria Santeria. Try it once. You'll eat there religiously.
How much is that doggy on the menu? The one that is fried in deep fat. Please bring me that doggy on the menu. And bring a side order of cat.
Walk, run, or catch a greyhound for the Cafeteria Santeria of Hialeah, where we give new meaning to the word pet food.
11:19 at WIOD. We have an open line at Dade, 2 in Broward as we try desperately to bring the world back to reality here on a Tuesday. Opalaka.
Hello, how are you?
Great.
Can I make I want to join you in discussion about 3 points about
You want
the
to join
hockey
me
game.
in a discussion?
Yes, well, first of all, the reason there was any softening of the ice is they didn't have enough time to build up a larger base of ice, which would be normally in a hockey arena like Maple Leaf Gardens or somewhere that would stay there for weeks on end.
Right.
So people have to understand that when you have a...
Exactly,
with
right.
the ice capades, like the ice capades, they'll have 12 days. They'll have great ice the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, you've been up north before. Have you ever seen the Habs play at home?
No.
You would have to say, I know you just can't stand us. I'm Canadian, but I'm English-Canadian from London, Ontario, about 110 miles west of where
Well, that's a horse of a different color, sir.
I know. But up there, more more than half of the people that attend a Habs game in a city 5 times bigger than Dade County are Anglo, even though they're outnumbered 9-1 by French Canadians.
Well, I'll be danged.
And that point should be made to all the people that think hockey will go over big here because of the frogs that live in Hollywood. That ain't so. Those guys will sit 11 to a one-bedroom
I never said it. That was some caller who said that yesterday.
I know.
The frogs, keep them out of Miami, okay? Keep them in Hollywood.
Because those frogs will not support hockey at all. They'll sit 11 to a one-bedroom apartment all winter long, watching cable TV, watching their favorite team up north.
Yeah. Well, the only way they'd show up at the game is if we gave them a free ticket, gave them a free limo ride to and from the game, and also fed them for free at the game.
You got it, honey.
Then they might show up.
They might show up, yes, that's true. And then they only, if they could go off and get to go on a cruise ship the rest of the evening after the game.
And gamble with somebody else's money.
And coupons.
Right.
That's all I have to say.
Outstanding, sir. You're right on target.
We will have hockey here when enough people from Rochester and Pittsburgh and Central Ohio and all the way down to like maybe Maryland
and Syracuse
interested and move down here.
And Utica. We've got them already. We'll support hockey. Let's get the team, Abe. We're ready.
All right, then. All right. And tickets under $20.
Okay.
That gets people to hockey.
Okay, sir.
All right. Have a fine day.
Good luck to you. You'll need it. Well, he was right around the edges of reality there. 21 past 11 at WIOD. And Wendy Bennett over at the Coast was in here reading and said that she wasn't listening today, but she would turn it on. And that's one of the reasons we've been having such a damn difficult time getting the show off the ground this morning is because the Coast is not listening in. And when they're not listening in, it just ain't the same, is it? Excuse me, Wendy. 751 WIOD in Dade and 524 WIOD in Broward. I'm going to work like crazy to get some momentum on the show so that the guys this afternoon don't have to come and play with an empty deck like they did yesterday. Man, it sounded like they were talking into a vacuum, just like I feel I'm doing right now. Although we do have a lot of good stuff in here like that, and lots of others too, so just watch yourselves. We did that first break, right? We did? Because I'm losing it. I'm just getting emotional. Coral Springs.
Yes, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I'm kind of new to town, and I don't want you to get into an advertising gimmick where you have to advertise or say or not say things about places that are not on your show. But
right. Well, we sure won't.
Well, I appreciate that. But what I'm wondering is I've got some friends coming into town this weekend, and I'm trying to find...
Tell them to stay home, sir. They'll hate it here.
Yes, I know. Well, he's from Atlanta, so...
Like I said, they got the Olympics coming. They're all excited up there. Tell them to stay home and celebrate.
Really?
We don't want any more out-of-towners here. We're sick of it. We've had it.
What I'm wondering...
We like our natives that are down here, all three of them.
That's right. But what I'm wondering is if you could recommend...
No way.
...some good places...
We don't have any.
...in Broward. I mean, I know you talk about food all the time, but recommend some good places for me to take him to eat.
La Tavernetta for Italian in Tamarac on McNabb Road. Outstanding.
I'm sorry, what is it again?
La Tavernetta. It's at 8455 West McNabb Road. It's just west of University, about a mile in Tamarac.
Mm-hmm.
Outstanding Italian food. You want a great steakhouse? Ruth's Chris Steakhouse on US 1 in Fort Lauderdale, north of Sunrise.
Mm-hmm.
Outstanding. Mexican. Next topic.
Well, that's what everyone tells me. There's nothing really good Mexican around here.
No way, Jose. Not that I know of.
Yeah.
They got all those prefabricated, I don't want to mention any names, you know, like Chi-Chi's and those.
Yeah.
Prefab, kind of like plastic Mexican restaurants.
Yeah, that's not real stuff.
No.
But what was the place that brought in food to you yesterday?
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, the Unicorn.
Yeah.
In North Dade, North Miami Beach on 207th off of a Federal Highway. Outstanding. Natural food, but delicious. They got the market, a great deli. It is knock your socks off.
And they're paying for this spot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, no, we occasionally, if I find someplace really good, like Larry's Ice Cream, for example, in Plantation, where they have that incredible caramel crisp and the Almond Joy ice cream. They're not a sponsor, but if I find something great, I like to share it with the audience.
What's that place?
Larry's Ice Cream.
And that's where?
It's in Plantation, Cleary and Nob Hill. It's right in the public shopping center. It's tremendous.
I see.
They got Larry's are all over, but that's the one I frequent.
I mean, the first place you mentioned, I pronounce it again?
La Tavernetta.
La Tavernetta, okay.
Can you handle that, sir?
Yes, I can get that
We have to send you a telegram and spell it out for you.
No, I've got it.
They don't like serving people who are like semi-literate. They're
I'll read up between now and then.
Please.
Well, listen, thank you.
You'll enjoy it. I'm telling you, if you take your folks out there, you won't go wrong.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. So they're going to be here only for 2 days, so those 3 places that you mentioned are good enough to fill.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
For the time being.
Yes.
Okay, have a great time.
You too. Thanks.
Let me know how you like it.
I will.
Okay.
Bye.
That's what I'm afraid of. 25 after 11 at WIOD. We have an open line in Broward, 524, and one in Palm Beach, as we pick up just a little tiny, teeny, weeny bit of momentum. Nothing too earth-shaking, but just a little bit.
Alan Box was a normal man with a wife, children, a summer home in Opelika, and a chain of radio stations. Well, normal that is until just 3 weeks ago.
Hi, honey. How was your day?
Unbelievable. Terminal. There's nothing but subhuman douchebags out there.
Alan Box is suffering from Neil Rogers disease.
Have you canceled the Miami Herald yet?
But, honey, we don't subscribe to the Herald.
Oh, now that's a cop-out. What kind of a lame excuse is that? Just say no to El Herald, sir.
Huh?
People afflicted with Neil Rogers disease have lost the ability to communicate like normal human beings.
What's the matter with you?
Blue-haired old bags from Pembroke Pines. You know, the yentas who say, "Oh, Neil, how can you say those nasty things?" Running around stealing sweet and low.
Can I get you anything?
How about those bag boys at Winn-Dixie? You know, it doesn't hurt to look. Incredible.
Neil Rogers disease, a growing South Florida epidemic. Please help us find a cure.
Honey, it's Friday night. You know what that means.
Hey, you know what I got? A 9. A 9! What's Lee Fowler got? 3 point something?
Send your tax-deductible contributions today in care of Hot 105.
Terminal. Unbelievable.
Say it again, Sam. 27 past 11 at WIOD. We have an open line on the Star Line, and it's ringing right now. WIOD, the Star Line.
Yeah, hi.
Yes, sir.
Got to talk to Neil about hockey.
Sure, go right ahead. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Neil.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Okay.
I'm in my car, and I'm listening to you, and I listened to you yesterday. I had to call you.
Yes, sir.
And tell you that you're talking to a still a great Cleveland Barons fan.
Wow.
Wow is right. Long time ago, huh?
Yes, sir. Boy, that takes me aback.
So those 2 idiots bought a guy named Jerry Cheevers and moved the whole thing to Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to be down to the Cleveland Arena when I was a kid, a lot of years ago. Every Sunday they were in town. Hershey Bears.
The Hershey Bears.
The Rochester Americans.
The Springfield Indians.
Springfield Indians. A lot of great hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of old bald guys in that league. But
Bronco Horvath.
It was fantastic.
Mike Nikolic.
Those guys are in rocking chairs today.
Eddie Chadwick.
And I want to talk about your boy Enos, your Michigan State quarterback.
I beg your pardon? Are you getting personal now or what?
Yes, very personal.
Dan
Enos. That's the guy. He was impressive.
Yes, sir. Anybody can throw the ball, man. The Irish have got a real problem.
Well, Michigan State looked like the better team, and it was just a damn shame.
It was disgraceful. It was disgusting, and I got my Lou Holtz voodoo doll right in my pants.
And I got to tell you that I'm actually a Michigan fan, even though I'm a Buckeye.
Yeah.
And had no love for Michigan State, but they really looked good. They were a complete, well-coached team.
They were, right up until the end. Right until he, kind of volleyed it up into the air like he was playing volleyball. Right into the receiver's hands, and first and goal on a 2-yard line, and the Pope was pleased, and here we go again.
It was not pretty.
Week after week, year after year, that's where that expression came from, the luck of the Irish.
Something like that.
Right.
But I think your what are they called, Spartans?
Yeah.
They're gonna have a good season, judging from what I saw on Saturday.
Win or lose, we always have a good season because we know how to have a good time.
There you go. Well, you have a good day, Neil.
And the same to you.
Okay.
Wow. 11:29 at WIOD on a really laid-back, mellow Tuesday, man. It's so mellow we could just go into a Rip Van Winkle trance and never come out of it. And let's do a little break here and see if we can wake them up.
When some radio stations tell you,
it's gonna be a beautiful day today, only a slight chance of showers.
Is it really? Some radio stations get their weather information from an out-of-town source. That's no way to plan your day. When you're looking for up-to-the-minute accurate weather that you can depend on, there's only one place. Turn to the station with local meteorologists that can actually look out the window. South Florida's news, traffic, and weather station. News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
610 WIOD.
I have as much experience in the Congress as Jack Kennedy did when he sought the presidency.
I served with Jack Kennedy. I knew Jack Kennedy. Jack Kennedy was a friend of mine. Senator, you're no Jack Kennedy.
Anyway, it's 11:32 at WIOD as we continue reaching in Iraq for some of the greats and near greats of all time. Here's a mobile on Dade. Hello.
Hello, Uncle Neil.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Okay.
Oh, I've been out of town for the last year and a half or so in the Navy, and I just got back into town. I'm in my dad's car.
In the Navy. Okay, here's the village people on I-61.
Oh, boy. Anyway.
Any experiences in the Navy that you might want to share with us, sir?
Yeah, just don't pick up that soap on the shower. It's,
and
bad,
don't ever drop it, especially.
bad situation.
Okay.
Anyway, I was having breakfast this morning up here at North Miami Beach at this place called the Bagel something or another, and I observed this old blue-haired lady pick up about $2 or $3 in tip money that was left for a poor waitress. And I said to myself, man, this place hasn't changed one bit.
That's correct, sir. This is it. This is the end of the world.
Well, listen,
This is the death watch.
I'm just really psyched I'm going over to Saddam Hussein land to get me out of this area here.
Well, at least some of them are alive anyway. at least today.
Yeah, I don't know about that. All right, Uncle Neil.
Good luck to you, pal.
Take care.
Okay. 11:34 at WIOD. We have an open line in Dade County, 751. And don't fly those flags in Tamarac, whatever the hell you do, because Mayor Abramowitz is pretty PO'd about it, too. Right? Fly maybe an Israeli flag. That might go over pretty big. We have an open line on the Star line, too, Star IOD. And I will say this. I don't know what happened. I said, let's feed the staff. Let's make up for Friday. And there's still lots of food in here. Let me tell you that right now. Lots of food. There's pizza from Flores. There's 2 boxes I see of White Hots. And Jeff from Pizza Loft isn't even here yet. Now, if you people in this building can't eat Major League, don't run around kvetching about Neil and how mean he is and how he put the empty boxes downstairs on Friday, okay? Because today I wasn't going to have anything. But we changed our minds because basically I was hungry. Here's, Bob, the satellite guy's on here again? I'll be damned. Is that you, Bob?
That's me.
Oh, bad. We had a bad connection. Let's go to Kendall. Hello.
Yes, how you doing, Neil? I'm
Great.
first-time caller, long-time listener.
Wonderful.
I'm from Toledo, Ohio, home of...
well, we all have our crosses to bear.
Yes. I was just wondering a couple things I'd like to mention. Is Mr. Weaver rather full of himself, as we seem to think, by listening to him on the radio?
Who's that?
Mr. Weaver. Rick Weaver.
You mean the king?
Yes, Rick.
The voice?
Yours truly, Weaver.
Now, what's the question again?
I just wonder whether he was as full of himself as he seems to be when we hear him on the radio.
That's poppycock.
That's poppycock.
Yeah. Well, he's full of something, I'll say that.
Yeah, you know, another thing that bothers me a lot, I listen to the Cub games. I try to watch them on TV, that is, when we can get them on a network.
Right.
And what really frosts me is when they come to the 7th inning stretch and they put a commercial on just when Harry is going to come up and do his routine.
That really frosts my ass a little bit.
Yeah.
And mine, too. You know, a lot of people in the country don't have a chance to go to a Cubs game.
And, of course, that's one of the highlights. In fact, the way we've played this year, many of the home games, that has been the highlight of the entire game. You're absolutely right.
And I think probably the people responsible for that are sort of like the atheist insomniac who suffered from dyslexia.
Mm-hmm.
Who stayed awake all night pondering whether or not there was really a dog.
Yeah. You were doing so well up until that,
I
you know?
know. What can I say?
Well, the problem is there are a bunch of butt plugs over here at Channel 7, and they haven't got any idea. And all season long, people have been calling in about that, and I've been chastising them. And whoever runs their technical deal over there on Sunday during the Cub games doesn't know his grass from his elbow, I'll tell you that. They have no clue what's going on. That's the highlight of the game, and people, well, it's too late now because we played our last home game yesterday.
I'm also a big hockey fan. When I was a boy, I used to work at the Toledo Sports Arena. We had a great team there called the Toledo Mercuries.
Wow.
In the International League.
Did they play the Fort Wayne Comets?
They played a team from Fort Wayne, but I don't remember.
Fort Wayne Comets. We used to listen to them on WOWO.
They had a team
Whoa in Fort Wayne.
Also.
Huh?
And a team from Windsor in the league. They were the arch rivals.
Yeah.
They'd come down and they'd have fights all the time. Great hockey.
Yes, sir.
Well, nice listening to you, and we'll continue to do so, and have a nice day.
And have a great life.
Bye-bye.
11:37 at WIOD. There are no words that we can say to sufficiently chastise, chew out, and really go nuts over the people next door at Channel 7 who just don't know what the hell they're doing. Market is up 3 points, okay? Not too bad. Not going to be another traumatic day like yesterday. Let's take a call, a mobile on a date line. Hello.
Yeah, Neil, I got a couple things. Number one, that douchebag that called up, he's a Buckeye, and he's a Michigan fan. How do you figure that?
Hey, don't get bent out of shape with me, sir.
Really well
I don't like
here.
any of them.
Yeah, no, I can't imagine, you know. I mean, what kind of guy is that? He got to do real well down here in South Florida, though.
Yeah.
And also, you know, Greg Budell had a radio accent this morning.
Kind of like to spread it around.
Greg Budell have his radio accent this morning. I hear Budel's using a couple of your carts. What, do you guys swap carts back and forth?
Like what?
Huh? He's got your little fart cart.
No, that's not a cart on his show.
That's not a cart. That's the real
Yeah, he's
thing,
a nervous guy. He's real nervous.
Well,
He's listening right now.
He is.
He's listening right now. He ate at the Unicorn the other night on his birthday, and he told him it was because he heard about it on this show that he went back in there again. It's true. It's a true story.
It's a true story. I bet.
Yes, sir.
Well, listen, I wanted to call Michigan Mike a douchebag, and take care, Neil.
Okay, great call. 21 till noon at WIOD. We have an open line in Dade County. As all of a sudden we seem to be picking up just a little bit of steam here, huh? Since Wendy Bennett tuned in, now we're cooking with gas. There's an open line in Dade County, 751 WIOD, a mobile in West Palm Beach.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Did you know we used to have a pro hockey team in St. Petersburg?
No, I did not.
In 1973, I was there going to school, and there was a team called the Suncoast Suns.
Oh, yes.
And they played to about 500 people in the Bayfront.
Right.
The only thing they fill that place up for is Lawrence Welk concerts and wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And they played a team from Macon with the greatest name ever in sports, the Macon Whoopies.
That's cute. Are you serious?
I'm serious. Absolutely
Macon
serious.
Whoopies.
I
Oh, that is just the best, isn't it?
Then they disbanded after, the Suncoast Suns disbanded after about a year or two. Didn't make it anymore, but you could go down there.
It's a good thing that the Macon Whoopies aren't in the NHL because they would not be allowed to play in South Florida if we do get a franchise. You do understand that.
But that's absolutely the truth.
Especially if the team played in Broward.
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't be allowed at all.
No way, Jose.
One quick question, Neil, and you would know the answer to this. When you have a commercial, I flip over sometimes, start punching a dial, and
why is that?
Well, just to see what the
boy, what a nervous Nelly! What a nervous Nelly!
The question is a technical one. I every now and then accidentally hit this W snooze station, and I can't stay there long, but it seems like they have reverberation over their station that nobody else has. Is that unique to my radio, or what?
Yeah.
What is that?
They have a crappy signal is what you're trying to say. You're making a long, convoluted thing out of it. They have a crappy, muddy, horrendous sound.
I guess that's it. It's just weird.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I had, but I thought you needed to know about the Macon Whoopies and the
That was the
Suncoast
best.
Suns.
That made my whole hour.
Well, it's true.
Or at least a couple of minutes. Have a great day.
Thank you.
11:41 at WIOD. I'm getting really PO'd now. I'm getting really pissed. There are, unless I'm mistaken, is this an empty box? Maybe they're afraid the box is... That's a full box. Well, there's nothing in there, but there's a full box of White Hots, which means 3. And let me stretch my cord a little bit and walk around the table, see if there's Flores. There's, look at that, a half a pie. A half a pie in this box with sausage and mushrooms and peppers. And in this box is another half a pie. Look at that, with pepperoni and mushrooms. What kind of place is this? And Jeff isn't even here yet. What a bunch of minor league eaters this is. Jeff is at the door now. Boy, if I was him, I'd turn around and go back where I came from at this point. What a bunch of minor league eaters we got here. Oh, man. This is supposed to be the big time with all these hundreds of people walking around up and down. We got this since we opened up that window. Then you really get an idea because you see all these people schlepping back and forth and back and forth. You wonder, who the hell are these people? Even old Denenberg's out there in the hall and hasn't come in and eaten anything yet. And what is he doing? Is he going to help us eat the food? No, he's sucking around with Jeff from Pizza Loft, who's bringing the food in the door just as I speak and opening up the door for him like a little suckling in heat. Come on, Tom, get in here and eat something, will ya? Man, oh man, talk about making me look bad. We get enough food here for the Iraqi army. And in this case, they're desperate. They'd eat the cardboard. And we have got great stuff here. Jeff is here now with more than we could ever imagine. But that's okay. We'll take it home, okay, guys? We'll just take it all home and put it in the old refrigerator.
This is the first time I've brought true lasagna.
Oh, this is the award-winning lasagna from Pizza Loft that we keep raving about and telling you how great it is because it is. And oh, does that look beautiful? I think I'm going to put this aside for just a second or two. There's only about 4 pounds of salad there. Anyway, it's 11:43. We want to tell you about Wayne Arnold right now, who was already here this morning. Arnold's Royal Castle. People rave about it because it is one of a kind. There's nothing like it in the world. Please, come in and help us out, okay? Please, I'm begging you. Come and eat some of this food. It's going to make me look like some kind of a schlumper. Exactly. Come back for seconds and thirds. Don't be bashful. Jeff has got this beautiful lasagna over there. And there's a whole box of White Hots from Wayne sitting under that salad. And there's some pizza from... It's just incredible. Anyway, you want those great Rochester White Hots with Wayne's own special sauce? The only place in town you'll find them is at Arnold's Royal Castle. If you want those original little burgers, those Royal Castle burgers with cheese or however you like them, cooked fresh on the grill, or the new Neely burgers, which are the Royal Castle burgers with bacon and cheese, the only place in the entire South Florida area you'll find them is at Arnold's Royal Castle. It is the best. People go nuts over it, and they come from all places because it's easy to get there. Whether you're in Broward, whether you're in South Dade, just hop on it. Get on the old I-95, get off at the 125th Street exit, and just a very short block west off the exit, it is right there, staring you right in the ugly face. Arnold's Royal Castle. They never close. They're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Even on Sukkot, they're open at Arnold's Royal Castle. So whether it's breakfast you're looking for, or any of the great White Hots or Neely burgers, or whatever the heck you're in the mood for, anytime you're ready for it, they're ready for you at Arnold's Royal Castle, 12490 Northwest 7th Avenue in North Miami.
610 WIOD.
You know, it's not easy being a chronic on the Neil Rogers Show. I work hard at it. I call him up. He hates me. Let me work on my voice here. Hello, dog lady. You see, it's a tough job.
Oh, is that it? Well, I don't know what the hell these are all about because they're in the rack and we're just whipping them all out today. 11:47 at WIOD. Mobile on the star line is gone, and the same to you, whoever it was. Miami.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is John. I was wondering about the. Have you heard anything about the earthquake supposed to hit St. Louis and break Florida off in December the 3rd, I think.
About a half an hour it's coming, John. I would brace myself right now. Let's go to Homestead.
Hi, Neil.
Yes.
I have a question for you this morning.
Yeah.
I have some old baseball cards.
Mm-hmm.
And
you want Steve's home number?
Yeah, right. No.
I don't think Steve's buying these days. I think he's probably selling. That just could be a rumor, but I think it's true.
Well, I wanted to get a valuation of these cards. Doesn't Norm Kent or somebody like that have a baseball card store?
Baseball Heaven in Fort. What are you laughing about? It's true.
That's the name of it.
Baseball Heaven in Fort Lauderdale. It's on the Federal Highway up there by Sunrise. Give him a call. He'll really do a job on it. For you.
Okay.
Okay?
Thanks a lot.
Good luck. Boy, if that wasn't a setup call, I have never heard one in my life. Okay, Norm? Mr. Kent? Times must be getting tough. We have 2 open lines in Dade County, 751, and 1 in Palm Beach, 655 WIOD. Davey.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm doing great.
That's great. I wanted to give you a little restaurant information. The gentleman that asked about a Mexican restaurant, it's not Broward, it's Dade, and it's on Biscayne Boulevard, right before 163rd Street, opposite the Greyhound bus station. It's a little hole in the wall. The people are Mexican. It's a family-run restaurant. The food is really good.
Can you drink the water?
You can drink the water.
Okay.
And I don't know the name of it, but it's right opposite
You don't know the name of it?
No, I was only there once, but it was very good, and I'd go back.
It's 163rd opposite the Greyhound bus station.
It's it's below. It's south of 163rd.
So it's on Federal because the Greyhound bus station's on 163rd. Right? I mean, on
On
US
Biscayne.
1. Well, I'm confused. My blood sugar's going up.
It's on Biscayne,
Right.
opposite the Greyhound. And it's really an excellent little restaurant.
Great.
Okay?
Well, somebody will call in and even give us the name. I have every confidence.
I'm sure.
Thanks.
All right, have a good day.
You too. 10 till noon at WIOD. There are 2 open lines in Dade County. Man, this is, yesterday was weak. Today is even weaker. Tomorrow, I'm staying home. 751 WIOD in Dade. There's 1 in Broward, 524, and Palm Beach, 655 WIOD. And there's lots of food. Lots of food in here, okay? We still have the equivalent of a full pizza from Flora's. We have enough lasagna here to feed all the French Canadians for 6 months. There's, I think, still a couple of White Hots left in the box. Let's get with it, okay? I know you're all listening to the coast, but let's spread the word throughout the building, and let's get with it. And, Laura, don't give me this crap you're on a diet, okay? Can you believe that? She's on a diet. Who the hell are you kidding? Jewish women don't go on diets, Laura, okay? Unless they're going to go out and do a big shopping spree. Coral Springs.
The football weather is going to get hot. Down to the 40, down to the 30, down to the 25, and you're going to catch the fever. Scramble, Miami's got the football.
Sonny, I know you're on a diet, but it's getting embarrassing. People are starting to talk. Let's go to Miami. Hello.
This is Wayne's Gretzky's boyfriend.
Let's try Plantation. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm a first-time caller, and I just moved down from Tennessee.
From Tennessee?
Yes, sir.
Oh, boy, you're just going to love it here.
Well,
we got all the same matching sheets for all you people up in Tennessee. We got a whole bunch of matching ones down here.
Well, what I wanted to call about was about hockey.
Yes, sir. Well, I know Tennessee is a very big hockey country.
It is Nashville. No, that's what I was going to talk about. The Nashville has a minor league team, and I guess they're trying to get a major franchise in the NHL.
Nothing like it, man. There's nothing like Nashville.
No, but I was just going to say that,
Matter of fact, they were trying to save on money. They wanted to use stale bagels for hockey pucks, only they couldn't find any bagels in Nashville.
Oh, there's no Jews in Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyways, what I'm saying is they sell out in Nashville, and I mean, if they can sell out in Nashville, I'm sure they can sell out down here.
Yes, sir.
I mean, Nashville's full of, pickup
Yahoos.
trucks and,
Yahoos, yeah.
Yeah, that's about
Nose
the size
pickers.
Of it. Anyways, I was just calling to let you know that, and just let you know that I appreciate your show a lot. I used to listen to 103 Sheep.
Oh! God. No wonder you sound a little bit down in the dumper.
Well, I just had my UGI today, and I'm feeling pretty good.
Okay.
So
have a great life.
Thank you.
Now, we'll see you around the old barn, eh?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, bye.
11:52 at WIOD. We got 1 line in Dade and 1 line in Broward, just sitting there waiting for your exciting call. And we're ready for you. 1 in Broward, 524. 1 in Dade, 751-9463. 751 WIOD, the station that refuses to care. Mobile on the Star Line.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Great.
Hey, I watched the hockey game on Friday night.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was exciting. It was fun, and we've had less response on it than I could have ever dreamed in my worst.
I cannot believe it. I mean,
in my worst nightmare.
Everybody I've talked to.
Standing room only. The place was jumping. It was tremendous. And these people, man, you can't squeeze it. And there were a lot of my listeners there too. So don't anybody feed me this garbage that don't listen to this show. Man, I couldn't believe everybody all around us were Neelies, and I have a feeling that all throughout that arena there were people listening to this show.
I agree.
Including a few who know speak English, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they knew what the puck was or not, but
they know where to put it.
Yeah, really. The thing is, I mean, if it's on cable down here too, I mean, I can't believe nobody else is calling about it.
I know.
It's unbelievable. And they said the reason Gretzky didn't play the third period is because I think he hurt his ankle or something.
Hangnail.
A hangnail, that's right. I couldn't believe that. Did you know what was going on, like, with 4 minutes left to go? Where the official was going over to the bench.
By the way, speaking of hangnail, do you know that there's an unreleased John Holmes movie that's going to be released next week in Broward County, and Sheriff Nick is hysterical about? It's a surfing movie called Hang 10.
I'm already on the waiting list for it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. No, but when there's about 4 minutes and 52 seconds to go in the game, they decided that they were going to put the 5 minutes back on the clock.
Oh,
Were you aware of that?
When did they do that?
When there was like 4 minutes and, I think it's 52 seconds.
Well, it must have been just after we left, because we left with about 5 minutes to go. Maybe that's why they
right after you left. Yeah, and he went over to the benches, and the coach for the Rangers, of course, said yes. And the coach for the Kings said no way.
Oh, no, I was there. We were there. We left with about 2 minutes to go.
Oh, yeah, that's what they were doing, though.
Oh, so the Kings were a bunch of pusses, huh? They didn't want to stick it out. What a bunch of crap. Because the crowd was going nuts screaming, fix the clock, fix the clock, douchebags.
I felt deprived. I didn't even pay for it, you know?
Yeah, well, it was still a good time. I don't hear too many people bellyaching.
I think it'll be great. I think
a good night's entertainment and a good start to get our hockey franchise and something to rally around and something to sink our teeth into. Thank you, Jeff. And more power to you.
Brilliant. I'm on my way to Flores.
Have a great time.
You too. Bye.
Okay, thanks to Jeff from the Pizza Loft, who was in here with his award-winning lasagna, and it is just beyond belief with the mushrooms in it and meatballs and all kinds of good stuff. And thanks to Flores with the pizzas, and thanks to Wayne, of course, for the Neely Burgers and the White Hots. Boy, we get taken care of here, okay? And we're so excited we turned the, what do we call that thing on the wall there? The BS statement, whatever, the mission statement, upside down on the wall. That's how excited we are. And I didn't do it, so don't look at me, Disney. I had nothing to do with it. Although, quite frankly, it reads a lot better that way. Oh, man. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm just trying to be natural, you know? We have one open line on the Star line, Star IOD. If it's good enough for Gregory Benjamin Bedell, it's good enough for us at 610 WIOD because we want to follow in his footstep. North Miami Beach.
Morning, Neil. How you doing?
Great.
Good. Listen, I just wanted to say also about the hockey game.
Yes, sir.
It was great.
You were there?
No, I didn't get a chance to go, but I did watch it on Sunshine, and I thought it was an exciting game. I'm not an avid hockey fan. In fact, it's the first time I think I really watched a hockey game, and I thought it was fantastic.
It was. There was a lot of scoring. There was a lot of action. There was some pretty good checking, a couple of minor skirmishes. It was everything you could want.
Everything in a hockey game you'd want.
Yes, sir. And the people, the crowd was knowledgeable. They were into it. They were screaming at the right times. They knew what was going on, and it was tremendous.
Exactly.
Nice doing business with you, Gary.
Anybody that doesn't support hockey here, I think
is a douchebag.
That's right.
Right?
You know, that's exactly. You know, even though they had the problems with the ice, I think it was only because I think they just didn't really get a chance to get it down, get it right in
time.
time.
Like the other caller said, once you have it down and set for a long period of time, it's a lot easier. You have time to work on it and get the thickness right. But
right, because I had to keep stopping and
because after you work on it for a while, then the thickness gets just right.
Right.
And the ice too.
How long does it take to? How long does it take for that stuff to really get hard?
To get hard?
Get hard.
Well,
yeah,
I don't want to get into that. It's right in the middle of lunchtime, and you don't want to get people emotional. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, and we're going to do it. Believe me.
Support hockey, man.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me tell you. Otherwise, it's like you say, this town is a Bush League town.
Yes, sir.
It sucks if they can't support it.
Well, even if we get it, it'll still be a Bush League town, but that's right.
I'll tell you, if they don't support hockey, then
screw them.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, have a good day, Neil.
I like your altitude.
Right.
11:57 at WIOD. We have two open lines. They're both in Dade County, 751-PUCK, 751-WIOD. And I see that our research people are really piling it on now. We got some heavy-duty research. We got a new computer in there with all kinds of memory in there to remember all the crank callers' home numbers and all the good stuff that we have here. We are just so full of it here at WIOD that it's coming out the side doors and flowing into Channel 7. And Sally's pretty excited about it, too. Here's a mobile on the Star line.
Neil.
Yeah.
All right, listen, hockey all the way, babe.
Yeah.
I just want to get my vote.
Did you see the game?
No, I couldn't go.
Oh.
Because they ran out of tickets.
Well, didn't you watch it on TV?
Actually, no, I had a date.
How was it?
I taped it.
How was it?
The hockey game or the date?
The date.
The date worked out well.
Great. So everybody scored Friday night, ladies and gentlemen. That's the way we like it.
That's right. You can put one in I got a little notch on my belt.
That Wayne Gretzky's got nothing on this guy.
Nothing at all.
What's a few $1 million among friends, right?
That's it.
Well, I'm glad you made out like a bandit, so to speak. Have a great day.
Hey, listen, do me a favor.
Yes, sir.
Promote the hell out of this hockey.
I'm going to do it. We're going to have the Godfrey, whatever his name is, we're going to have him on the show tomorrow or Friday, the promoter.
Right.
And we're going to really go to town on it. And I hope that my good friends on Sports Talk jump on the bandwagon, too, eh?
Yeah, well, that's...
Because life is more than just the Dolphins and the Hurricanes. I know that comes as a tremendous shock here, but it happens to be true.
Just remember, you are the Dolphin station.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
don't ever forget it.
Do me a favor, if you can get a chance, put across the air where we send a $100 check.
I'll do it right after the news, okay?
You're something else.
Okay. Get your utensil ready. I'll have the information for you.
My pencil will be ready, too.
Okay.
Bye.
Well, listen, there's that music in the background right on cue. That was exciting. That was like a real professional radio station, which is hard for us to relate to here at WIOD. We've got Elaine Ettor, who's gesund and puppig now. She had a nice little lunch. She's ready to do the news. She was nice and quiet today. She's on her best behavior. Hibnick is picking out, and here you wouldn't believe how he's stuffing it down his ugly face.